Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mariah. Today I'm going to be doing my TBR for the month of April. So, I started off March really good and then I got in a little slump at the end and I kind of failed at the end. So, hopefully I'll do a little bit better throughout the whole month of April, but we'll see. My TBR is a little ambitious because I am participating in RibSat and I'm going to try to participate in Tome Topple because I do have a couple longer books that I want to get through. So, yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first book that I like to read in April is Truth Switch by Susan Dennard. I have the dust jacket off of this because I'm reading it right now. I'm about 90 pages in. So far I like it. It's kind of confusing to me. Sometimes fantasy is just confusing to me because I read so quickly I skip over things and have to reread. So it's a little bit of a challenge for me getting into it, but I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the friendship in this. So yes, this is about a witch and her friend who's another witch, and yeah. It's a fantasy novel, it's fun. Second book of the series just came out, so I want to get through this to see if I would like to pick up the second one. Oh, and the way RibSat works is you pick a spot on your bookshelf and you can go left, right, up, down, whatever. I just picked Truth Switch and I kind of went to the left and I picked 4 books total for that. It's 2 weeks long, so I figured 4 books is a good amount to read in 2 weeks. If not, then that's totally fine too, but this is just kind of my start of what I want to read for RibSat. The second book I have is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. So this is another fantasy novel set in a world where every person has a, I don't know if they're cyborgs or what, that are meant to protect them, and the main character in this is Nemesis, and the human she is supposed to protect, she figures out that the only way to protect her is to become her. So she kind of it's her journey of becoming a human a little bit, not really becoming a human, but you know what I mean. So I've heard interesting things about this as well, so I wanted to dive into this after I finished Truth Witch. The next book I got from Julie Baby Jen, and I won her giveaway, and she let me pick out a book from Book Depository, and I'm really thankful for winning that. Thank you so much. I'll link her channel down below. For that, the book I chose is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I have heard mixed things about this, but I wanted to pick it up myself because I enjoy stuff about serial killers, and basically this is at the time where the Jack the Ripper and this woman, I believe her family owns some morgue, and they're getting the bodies that Jack the Ripper is killing, so she becomes fascinated with him and figuring him out mentally, I think. So it sounds interesting, but I've heard mixed reviews, so I wanted to form an opinion for myself. This book I for sure wanted to hopefully get to for the RibSat. I got my Outcrate, and that is Hunted by Megan Spooner. This is a new release. This is awesome. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I believe it is some type of fantasy as well. I don't know much about it besides her father goes missing and she has to go hunt him in the woods, or search for him in the woods. So yeah, interesting. I love retellings, and Mary Lou quoted this. Let's see who else. Amy Kaufman quoted this, which means it's got to be good. Yeah, so definitely something I hopefully will get to this month. And then for Tome Topple, which is 2 week long, which I will leave the information for both the RibSat and Tome Topple down below, and all the hosts and the Twitter page and everything. This is basically reading books that are 5 or more. There's a couple of challenges that go with it. I'm kind of bending the rules with a couple books, but this is what I had to deal with, and this is the books that I wanted to read, so I just went with it. I'm not really focusing on the challenges, more so of just reading books that are larger. The first one I have is The Vampire Diaries, The Fury in the Dark Reunion. One of the rules is you can't do bind-ups, but I don't care. This is a bind-up. I want to read it anyways, so this is the first 2, and this is... it's about 513 pages, so it just meets the mark with the 2 books. And I haven't finished the TV series because I heard it's sad, so I don't want to finish it yet. So I wanted to start reading a little bit to get back into the world before my heart is broken. I'm cheating a little bit with this one because it's only 480 pages, but this is another book I want to get to, and that is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I don't think many people are going to be upset with me about cheating with this one because so many people love this series, and I wanted to dive into it. So I figured, why not dive into it when I am purposely reading longer books? So it's not quite 500. All of my 500 pages are books, or in series that I haven't got to yet, which I haven't got to that book yet, so it stinks, but this is what I want to get to as well. So those are my 2 cheats. Up next is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This is obviously basically a classic book. Everyone loves it who reads it. It hits you in the feels. My boyfriend, this is actually his book. He's read it. He loves it. So something I really want to pick up. I didn't know this was actually a movie, so there's that. I'll probably watch the movie after I read it, but I heard it makes you cry, and so I should pick it up. I didn't realize that this was 500 pages long, but because it doesn't really look like it, but it is, so yeah. The final book on my Tome Topple TBR which I don't know if I'll get to all these, but this is one I'll probably try to get to first because I normally speed through contemporaries, and that is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. Again, large book. All I know about this is her dad's a politician, and she has all these plans to go to this college and something falls through, so she's a dog walker for the summer. And I'm assuming she falls in love with the boy or something, because that's how contemporary go, but it's 500 pages contemporary, and I feel like I will fly through it. So that's that. And the last few books that I want to get to, fingers crossed, which I feel like I need to get to these first and foremost, are books that I'm reviewing for Netgalleys. I was sent an e-copy for an honest review, so I need to get to them. Think about Netgalleys, you find so many books that you want to review, and then you get approved, or either automatic approval, and then you're like, shit, I have all these books I need to read before X date, and I'm behind. So it stresses me out, so I need to like stop. The first Netgalley book that I want to finish, I am already like 60% through. I haven't been continuously reading it because I've been reading books for other TBRs or for Read-O-Thons, so I haven't like stuck through it. If this was a book that I just was like reading, I would have been done with it weeks ago, so I need to just hunker down and read it instead of my other books. And that is True Blue by Joyce Scarborough. This is an older book, I think. Well, not super old, but a year old. It follows three friends when they're younger, Jenna, Wade, and Billy Joe, and they have lived together almost all their lives, and I think it's like third grade then, or second grade then fifth grade or something like that. And it follows the three of them, and I think it goes into their high school years farther in the book as well. I just haven't got that far. And obviously the boys start to fall in love with Jenna, as you do when you're younger, like the fall in love thing, and the story ensues from there. So it's kind of a little love triangle, but it's really cute to see their friendship from when they were younger and like growing older. So I'm enjoying it so far. So that should be on my April wrap up for sure. Another book that I want to get to from Netgalley is Speed of Life by Carol Weston, right? Yeah, Speed of Life by Carol Weston. I honestly cannot remember anything about this book at all. So yeah, but I will leave a link to the Goodreads page down below for it and any information that I have. One I'm really excited about because I'm going to be kind of like hosting some of the stuff for the release. Basically, I'm just going to be putting up a review video on April 17th, the week of it being released. Keep a look out for that. On April 17th, I will put a review video up for this next book, and I'll have all of my thoughts. So this one is definitely one I'm getting to because I have to do a review on it. Well, I don't have to, but I just do a review. Work with Netgalley for the launch week of the book. I'm doing the review on the 17th is the day that I will be doing my review. I'll be putting it up. I'll probably be tweeting about it, letting you guys know when the date's coming out. That is Other Breakable Things by Kelly Wood and Rowan Altwood. So this book follows Luke, and I think it has something to do with Japanese heritage because it says stuff about like 1,000 paper swans will bring you good luck, and he is getting, I believe, his second heart transplant, and he's on the list to get a second heart transplant because his first heart is failing, or his second heart is failing. And he decided, you know what, I'm tired of going to hospitals. I'm going to take this road trip with my friend Evelyn. We're going to go to Oregon where I can, I believe that it's saying that euthanasia is legal. Well, it says where death with dignity is legal, so I'm guessing that's like euthanasia. And so he's planning on going here to be able to euthanize himself. And his friend Evelyn's coming along, and she obviously does not want that to happen, so she's going to try to steer him of it. I have a feeling this is going to be very emotional, and I'm excited to get into it. So I'll make sure to let you know about my thoughts and opinions on that, of course, and keep a lookout on the 17th for my review of the video. So that is 11 books on my TBR, which is kind of really ambitious, and I know that's not going to happen, but that is the goal, per se. And also I am listening to Caraval by Stephanie Garber on audiobook, and I'm halfway through that, I think, about halfway through, and I'm enjoying that as well. So that'll be my wrap-up as well, but it's not kind of like a TBR, that's just like I always listen to an audiobook when I'm getting ready, and yeah, so reviews on everything. Because I'm just like, I'm going to do a review on all these books, and then you're like, shit, no one wants to see 100 reviews on your channel, Mariah, and you don't have time to record these videos if you're going to be reading all these books. So that is like, if any booktubers out there have like suggestions on how to balance out the recording and the editing and everything like that in regards to reading, please let me know, because I feel like every time I want to record a video, I'm like, no, I need to read. There's no point of recording videos if I'm not reading. So if you have an idea on how to balance that out, I guess I could set about each time each day to do each thing, which is what I'm thinking I need to do. But if anyone else has any suggestions or tips on how they do it, please let me know on how to like balance everything, because I also have a full-time job where I work normally about 60 hours a week. So very, very busy. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like these kind of videos, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Like I say in every video, I'm working really hard to put out new content for everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.